It's your boy Mike. Welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video. So, to bring everyone up to speed, if you aren't aware of the Dokkan Battle payment situation, originally Labo went ahead and showed their work to someone else who was crediting another artist, and Labo then went ahead and showed the Super Saiyan 4 animation that they worked on and said, actually, I was the person who worked on this. Here is the work that I did. And he since then deleted the post, and then he made this post that was saying they call me egocentric, while the people you idolize are threatening me because I'm opposing inhumane conditions. I have friends who haven't been paid and I haven't signed anything. That's literally the only reason I'm refusing to follow the rules. After that, Mello went ahead and made a post not only talking about their experience but also showing their animations as well. That post has been since deleted. After that, there was a document made that Mello had with their experience, as well as talking about not only the company that they were working for, not only the director that they were working for, but again, just more of their experience and talking about how like the director was being very rude and saying like, oh, I'd if you guys were signing contracts, then you wouldn't have any creative freedom and you would get paid less, and basically going out of their way to try to scam these animators. Because those posts are deleted, I'm not going to show them out of courtesy of those people. Since then, though, we have had some new information. So oh yeah, this is the other thing that I needed to show as well. So this was another animator as well who put the PA contacted me on X with the payment amount I agreed to, but later it was lowered. I delivered 2 payment cuts. Before the third, they asked me to redo all previous line art in one day with no specs or proper direction. And then here we can see that Mello went ahead and deleted the post, right? Now we can go back to where we now are. So Luca noticed that the posts on the animations were deleted. So everything that Mello was talking about has since been taken down. It's also another reason why we're not talking about it. Then we have this post right here. Interesting, Mello wiped everything from their profile about the 11th Annie animation drama, including the long breakdown they posted. However, the posts of the profiles of the other 2 animators are still there. In they're talking about Labo and they're talking about Ale over here as well. I hope I'm not saying that wrong. And then this person was saying when liars get caught, they destroy the evidence. And then Ale said, we didn't lie. They reached to us to give solution. Now, because Mello went ahead and deleted their original post, and on top of that, they now, like, Ale is now saying that they're trying to reach a solution. I am now thinking that the company that all of these people worked for, Mello, Ale, and Labo, all 3 of those people, and probably some others that maybe did not come forward with these posts, but other animators, all were contacted, and Mello was told to take down the posts, and Ale as well as Labo were all paid for the work that they did on the Dokkan animations, right? And I think that that's amazing. That I do think that us bringing attention to this subject and bringing attention to the animations and like talking about this subject was what kind of pressured them into doing this. So thank you guys for watching the video the first time, and if you went ahead and liked Mello's original comment before they did take it down when I left it in the pinned comment, I do thank you guys as well, because we probably would not have been able to do that without you guys, right? But since then, though, because of this post again, saying that they gave solution, I just have to believe that they just got paid off. The weird thing is that, again, we can see every single one of the posts that like were made by these 2. Like, we can still see them talking about all of this, right? And because they didn't sign an NDA and they didn't get paid, they can still leave these posts up, right? So I wonder what the reason why Animella was the only person who was told to take down the posts. Because if it was everyone, I really doubt not only one, but two people would go out of their way to not take down their posts. But then again, Mello was the person who was talking about not only the company that they were working for, but also the person that they were working for, while Labo and Ale did not talk about that, right? So what I'm thinking happened was, since Mello had both of that information in there, they just had to take it down. That being said, I do still think that some sort of change or some sort of like decision needs to be made, because not only now do we basically have confirmation that like before we knew, but now we have like 100% confirmation that Twitter artists are the people who are working on some of these animations. I feel like some sort of change needs to happen inside of Dokkan, and well, just like the entire game, because we still don't have anything crediting these artists for when these animations come out. And I get it, they have to sign NDAs, they have to make it where they aren't able to talk about it and aren't able to get credit, but that shouldn't be the way that it is, right? These people shouldn't have to put like time, sweat, and tears into all of these amazing animations, and then we don't know who are the people who worked on it. We should be like celebrating them. And if the animator doesn't want to have their name on the animations, so that way they're not constantly like harassed and bombarded with people going into their DMs and being like, hey, what's the next animations, what's GDC, what's Saiyan Day, what's this and what's that, you know? Because let's be honest, the Dokkan community would 100% do that if they found out that the animators were the ones working on some of these animations, right? But at least to have some sort of what's the word, some sort of like decision, I guess, on the animators themselves, of like, hey, you know, we do believe that like you probably will be at least harassed a little bit on people trying to get the animations, but at the end of the day, we want to leave it up to you guys on if you would like to be credited inside of Dokkan. That's entirely up to you. I still feel like that should be at least a choice for these animators, right? And until that happens, I do really think that once the anniversary ends and we always get that feedback like survey that they do, I think that we need to be more vocal about talking about these animators and getting credit for them, because again, these guys are making some of the best animations inside of Dokkan. To not only have it where they first off were originally not even paid, but again, just not having any of that credit also given towards them is it's just sad, you know? So again, what I would just say is, once we do get that survey, if you guys can, please, we have to keep this momentum going because of how it went so far. But either way, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.